Hello and welcome to the debate podcast starring Callan Morey. I obviously am Callan Morey. This is the first episode of season 2, which we're all very excited about. And here I have with me AJ Vinoski and Dakota Grigoletti. AJ was with me in the intro, and now he's actually on with the first episode. So we're going to start with Dakota telling a little bit about herself.
Hi, I'm Dakota, 13 and in 8th grade. Yeah, that's all I got. Next.
Great. We know a little bit about AJ, but not really because you just said his name last time.
You know my name.
Yeah, we know your name, AJ. That's great.
I know. It's kind of crazy. No. I'm AJ. I'm also 13, and I'm also in 8th grade.
Valid.
That's about it. That's all that's notable about me.
Great. We have two topics. We have two topics of debate this week: veganism and the death sentence. Two very different topics. But hey, they're debatable. So we're going to debate them. Veganism. Let's start with AJ and his thoughts on that.
Oh, okay. Well, I am not vegan, so I can't really talk about what veganism is like. I'm just gonna wait on Dakota for that. Dakota, are you vegetarian or vegan?
I was vegetarian, but I have recently gone vegan.
Oh,
Screw you.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
I guess we know what
I think we know Callan's
veganism.
I am not vegan, and I will never become vegan or vegetarian.
I like meat. I don't know if I could switch to veganism. I like meat too much.
Well, you can make things taste like meat.
Well, yeah, but most of them are trash.
You also know that you have the knowledge that it's not actual meat. It's just plants. They're trying to hypnotize you to make you think it's meat, and it's not.
Well, you just put that thought aside.
Ticking time.
Although, I will agree that tofu is pretty nasty. The one time I made it wrong, and it was disgusting. So.
You ever seen those the vegan burgers? They're disgusting. Ever seen those?
Like the plant-based Whopper at Burger King.
Yeah, like Impossible Whopper, I think it's called, or something like that.
Yeah, it's impossible because it shouldn't exist.
Yeah, it's impossible to force it down without vomiting.
Right.
Okay. Well,
Dakota, why didn't you tell us why you are vegan and what made you turn to veganism?
So, I was vegetarian because I don't really like meat and I don't love the idea of animals getting murdered. And then I went vegan a couple weeks ago, mainly because of how the dairy industry works. In the dairy industry, so cows only produce milk for their offspring, and in order to keep cows to produce milk, they have to be forcefully impregnated, and then once they give birth, their children are taken away from them within an hour of their birth, and then they are going through a cycle of having to be milked, and then it ends with them getting killed. And there's where was I going? Right. And then a lot of times their horns are cut off, which is there's nerves in their horns so they can feel them, and that's often done without anesthesia, so they can feel that. And then the baby cows that are taken away from their mothers are often, or 60% of them are tethered by their neck inside barren stalls alone.
Sorry about that.
And then
gone for a second.
Oh, okay. And then 90% of dairy cows are confined indoors, and that is really bad for their well-being.
I just have one question.
Yeah.
Where did you get the information?
Oh, I have the link.
Right. So where is it from? What is it called?
Animal Equality.
Oh.
an
So it's
organization.
biased.
Well, how is that biased?
Because the link literally says animal equality, meaning they're fighting for. It's biased. It's obviously biased.
Well, why would you
No,
not want animal equality?
That's like saying, I'm not trying to get
do you
political
think
here, but that's like saying, Republican news. Oh, we're not biased. We're nonpartisan. Well,
I don't know how
your thing's
biased
called
it is if
Republican
there's
news.
part
It's
of
gonna be
one.
biased. It's just like that.
Well,
If
but how is animal equality being biased? Why would someone not want?
because animals
Yeah,
are
because
not equal, ever.
Well,
We
yeah,
are
they are.
superior to all other
Okay.
beings.
No,
Alright.
we're not.
if you're saying that animals aren't
Well,
aren't equal to humans,
scientifically,
then let's
Dakota.
say your own mother and a dairy cow are hanging off of a cliff. Who do you save?
Well, scientifically, Dakota, technically, we are superior to all other beings on the planet Earth, according to the food chain, and that kind of just proves that we are superior. So animals are not really equal to us because if you really think about it, have animals built entire cities, entire nations where they have dominated the entire Earth and are now killing it slowly and slowly and slowly, and then are exploring Mars? A sheep
That-
isn't going to explore Mars. It barely knows how to count.
I don't think it does know how to count.
Exactly, proving my point.
Okay. Sure, animals or humans have evolved and progressed more than animals, but that doesn't mean we can just like kill animals.
But
Out of
technically, it
fun.
does.
Well, animals die all the time in nature.
Okay, well they die in nature, but
We are
like-
nature.
Aren't we just a part of nature?
Exactly.
okay.
If you want
Yes,
equality, then we're
but-
equal to those. We're equal to lions and stuff, and that if you want animal equality, that means we're equal to lions and stuff. And lions aren't like merciful, and they're not ethical with how they kill their food. You ever
Right.
seen those Nat Geo documentaries?
Okay,
Those are brutal.
The lion
Animals
eats
die,
the penguin
yes.
up. I don't know why the lion is in the penguin's
Killing
area
them when
because
you
the
don't
penguin
need
lives
to
in
kill
southern
them is just
Antarctica.
okay. Animals die, yes, that's natural. But
Yeah.
killing them when you don't need to kill them isn't.
That's like telling a lion, hey, you don't need to kill the antelope because it's mean. The lion's not going to care.
Well, the lion kills animals for food because that's
We
the
kill
only.
animals for
totally.
food.
No,
We kill
I
animals
wasn't
for food
finished.
as well.
Don't interrupt me.
I will.
They kill
okay.
animals for food because that's the only food they can eat, and that's normal.
Well,
But like we can eat other food, and we
right, we're omnivores.
We
We are not
brutaler way.
herbivores.
We
You don't
treat
need to
them
eat
much
just
more.
plants. We are literally made to eat meat. Therefore, made
we're
to kill other animals.
No, we're not made to eat meat. We're made.
Yes, we are. Why do you
We
think
need-
we
Yeah,
have
we
humans?
have
We need
tonight.
the nutrients that it's in meat, but we can also find those in other foods. So you don't need to eat it.
No, you can't find all the nutrients from meat in other food. Also, it's more set. Have you ever tried beef jerky? It is so good.
It's disgusting.
True.
Like,
I just want to let
You're-
everyone know watching that
you're missing
Dakota
out.
doesn't have any right opinions. I just wanted to say that.
Oh,
that
Bring that up.
I wasn't listening.
Dakota does not have any correct opinions. I just wanted to bring that up.
Dakota has
It's
what?
That's my main point.
Keep your distaste for me out of this.
Anything that Dakota thinks, I have to think the opposite of.
AJ, I
Okay.
think that's just natural for everyone to do. I mean, it's not a bad thing that Dakota you go against society. That's great. You should be doing that, and we all should be doing that. But
Rebellious of you.
Society is messed up that I go against.
what?
A lot of society is messed up. So yeah,
Yes.
I'm against
All
a
of
lot
society is messed up in every single way, shape, and form.
Yeah.
Society is not perfect. Literally, basically nothing is perfect. But veganism, that's just pure mess. Like, what do you think the plants live? Like, the plants have feelings too, okay? The plants don't eat other plants. No. They don't they're not cannibals. They don't eat animals. Well, some do. They
Um,
use around. So
you just said plants don't eat plants, which makes them not animals. But us humans eat
There's
other
plants
animals.
that eat animals.
What you just said would make us cannibals.
no, what I'm saying is, what about the plant? Like plant lives matter too. Like equality for
Okay.
plants.
Are
I'm
you
gonna
gonna
put that out there. Equality for
do
plants.
Are you gonna do a carnivore diet then and not eat any plants because you want equality for plants?
It's basically
Well,
what
no,
keto
but
is. Actually, not
I'm
keto.
I'm an omnivore, so I will eat plants, but I'm not
But
an
you just said you want
herbivore.
equality for plants.
What?
You just said you want
Exactly.
equality for plants, and then you're going to continue to eat them. That doesn't make sense.
I think he was making an analogy.
I was.
Valid.
Thank you, AJ.
Okay, back on topic. What?
Well, that
We're
is
on
the topic.
Yeah, that is the topic.
Back on better parts of the topic.
Yes. I
I
can.
think that's all we have time for that topic. So we're gonna move on to the next topic of the death sentence. I'm gonna start with Dakota this time. What are your thoughts on that?
I think the death sentence is wrong.
Why?
Well, okay. My argument. Sorry, I'm about to cut talk. Sorry about that.
Well, so the death sentence, you're killing people who have killed people to show that killing people is wrong. It doesn't make sense.
It's not that. There's more to it. I think. Okay. What I think is, not everyone for murder should get the death penalty. It should be for super serious things. Like it depends on how many counts of murder and how it was done. If it was vehicle homicide, vehicular homicide, you shouldn't get the death penalty for that. I mean, that's pretty bad. But if you are constantly killing people, like a serial killer or something, you should get the death penalty. You don't deserve to live on this earth anymore.
But no one should die.
Exactly.
No one-
But say that to the serial killer and tell him what he
Okay,
thinks. He or
yes,
she
but
thinks.
the serial killer shouldn't die either.
No, they should.
So, like, if a murderer killed another murderer, is he in the wrong?
Yes.
One less
Why?
murderer, I guess.
Because it is not by the federal court. It's not by the judicial. It's not by the government.
So murder's okay
killing
if
people,
the government
whatever,
says
it still is probably bad depending on what they do.
Can I give my thoughts?
yes, AJ, go ahead.
Yeah, so my thoughts on the death sentence are kind of like mixed. On one hand, I do think we shouldn't use it as much, not because like I think it's wrong or anything, but I think that it's worse. It is worse for the killer if they have to live their entire life in prison. That's a worse punishment than just getting killed. Because getting killed, it's just one and done, it's over. But living in prison for 50, 60 years, that sucks. You're just locked out of everything basically. But at the same time, I do think we should use it for like really active serial killers, because what if they escape?
But
what if they get out of prison?
Considered like a cruel and unusual punishment?
No.
What, murder? No, jail.
It would have to be the punishment fits the crime. Have you ever heard of that? The punishment fits the crime. Meaning, if you have killed many people, you should die yourself because the punishment fits the crime.
But no one deserves to die.
Tell that to the person who killed many people.
Yeah, what about the victims?
Okay. But the person who's executing the death sentence is also killing people. So shouldn't then they be killed by the death sentence because they're murdering people?
Because they didn't murder people.
No,
because they didn't murder people.
So murder's okay if the government says it's okay.
The government did not say it was okay. Murder is not okay.
No, but that's what the death
execution is okay by the government, who has determined by a jury, by multiple people. It's not just one judge. What you have to know is it's not one judge who just decides everything. It can also sometimes be a jury, a whole group of people who decide that this person should do this. So if it's a whole group of people deciding on it, then it's okay because everybody agrees, and it's really bad, and the punishment fits the crime. But if it's one judge just deciding it, that's that judge's personal opinion. Well, not personal, but opinion. That's that judge's opinion, and other people might have different opinions about it.
AJ, did you want to say something?
Yeah, like, I just want to bring this out again. We abolished the death sentence, right? In this theoretical world, we abolished the death sentence, right?
Mm-hmm.
We put all these prisoners, or these murderers into prison, okay? First of all, you said that it was bad to put them in for a life sentence. So what are we supposed to do with them?
What? I said it was bad to
You-
put them
you-
for a life sentence?
I said I think it's worse if we just have them in prison their whole life, because that's like a worse punishment. You said, wouldn't that be a cruel and unusual punishment?
No, isn't the death sentence a cruel and unusual?
Oh,
Well, no, because, well,
I wouldn't say it's cruel.
It's cruel.
wouldn't life in prison be a
No.
cruel and unusual punishment? Because you might not
Cruel
survive
is like
in prison,
torture.
depending on who you are.
A cruel punishment is like torture
Well,
and stuff.
there was one, I don't remember where it was, but there was one death sentence place where they got like shut down because it was, you had to shock people multiple times to kill them. So it was considered.
Well,
a
it's the
cruel
electric
and
chair. We
unusual
don't use
punishment.
that.
I don't think that's what they do anymore. I think today,
We don't
That
use
was
electric chair
abolished
anymore.
because it was considered cruel and unusual.
Yeah, no,
That's
we
right,
use
but
lethal
today they have injections that slowly
Yeah,
kill.
electric chair was classified as cruel and unusual because it just causes a ton of pain.
Mhm.
It wouldn't kill them instantly. Lethal injection, there's no pain. You just lay there until you die.
Well, yeah, but that again, punishment fits the crime. But there are some punishments where they are a little, or there's some crimes where this is my own like personal stance on it, I guess you could say. But there are some crimes where the person was just not in a great mental state and wasn't in their normal mental state that they would have been. And I think they shouldn't be judged on that, but when they were in their normal.
But then,
So you're saying if someone's mentally ill and they commit a crime, they shouldn't be
No.
punished for that crime?
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is they shouldn't be punished
well, that is what happened.
like
As
to
harshly?
the amount that a person with
So
without
they wouldn't be punished as harshly as a person without mental problems.
yes.
Dakota, that's what happens. If
Okay,
you
You
are
can actually
insane
bring
and
that
you
up.
kill
Yeah, you
someone
can
and
actually
they can
bring that
prove
up in court.
your lawyer. If you're insane and your lawyer can prove that you're insane and you kill someone, and they can prove that you are like not right in the head, then you are not guilty by insanity. And you're not sent to prison. You're just sent to like a psych ward.
Right, which in my mind is A, it should help you maybe, and B, that might be worse than prison and death by sentence.
An insane asylum
Yes.
is worse than prison.
Well, yes. Because everyone in there is insane. And you're just surrounded by everyone insane.
But you're getting help.
Well, sometimes.
Mm.
You're also kind of, well, not really, but you should be.
Insane asylums don't really help.
Yeah, they just kind of keep you there away from the public.
There's a problem. That's the problem with insane asylum. They should be.
Yeah, and then they're like, well, he isn't getting better. So.
Well, that's a whole different topic.
Yeah, true.
Which actually we are going to be diving into next episode. Just made a note of that.
Okay.
Okay, let's continue.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
kind of off topic. Alright.
Yeah.
What?
So why don't you say that no one deserves to die? Why don't these people deserve to die? What have they done to like earn survival?
They're
have
a
they done?
human life. Humans shouldn't be able.
So is the other person that they killed.
They've ended multiple human lives.
But that doesn't mean their life deserves to end. They're still a
Yes,
human.
it does.
And there's still people that
Fine.
care about them.
Yeah, there are still people who care about them, but that would be
there are people who cared about
the
the
only person
murder.
is that. What'd you say, AJ?
What about them?
I'm not saying they shouldn't be punished. I'm saying they shouldn't be killed.
Just care about them.
They're gonna die anyways, and if they get life, then they're just gonna die in prison. So what's the big deal? If you would you actually? I think life in prison is more cruel than the death sentence
They should.
because you're spending your time there, and you have a more likely chance of dying there.
They're dying.
Well, there's the problem with prisons. You shouldn't have a chance of dying in prison.
Well, you shouldn't have killed people.
Okay. Well, there's this one prison. I don't remember where it is, but I heard about it. Where, like, it's not like normal punishment. It's like you live. It's like you just live, but you're confined to this island, but it's like normal life. And then when they get out, they're like,
I think you got your facts mixed up. I think you're talking about that one island off the coast of California. Or that one, like, prison island. I forgot what it was called. Everybody knows what it is. What?
I might be getting my facts.
Alcatraz.
Alcatraz. That's what it is. Yeah, I don't think they were roaming around free. They're in. Those were like where the top prisoners went, where they couldn't escape. There's like no possible way they could escape, except if you did.
No, because here's the thing: they're gonna if they have a life sentence. Yeah. If they. Yeah. Here's the thing: if they murder multiple people, they're gonna get a life sentence. Okay. If we abolish the death penalty, they get a life sentence. So if we give them a life sentence, they're gonna die in prison. Okay? If we give them a penalty, they die in prison. But if they live in prison before they die, they just get a life sentence. That gives them a chance to escape. And if they escape, that means more people might die. And we don't want that. Because that's bad.
Yes, I agree with AJ.
You know?
Okay.
And then it brings up the problem of, do we kill to save more lives?
That is the question.
The trolley problem.
But, like, I don't think we should kill.
Well, that's the trolley problem.
If you're saving more lives, then yes.
Do you know the trolley problem, Dakota?
Yeah.
Do you know the trolley problem, Dakota?
I think.
You know about that?
Somewhat. I don't remember exactly.
If there's 5 people on a train track, one person on the other side, you can flip the lever to kill the one person but save the 5. Do you flip it? You know about that?
But then listen to this. That one person on that side of the track is your best friend. The other 5 people, you don't know who they are.
Well, let's say this.
He's gone.
Oh, okay. Bye, AJ.
Adios.
Okay.
Right now.
Anyways, continuing with the trolley problem. Basically, on one side of the track, you have one person who is your best friend, or somebody really close to you, whoever. And on the other side of the track, AJ's back. On the other side of the track, you have 5 other people who you don't know. Which side do you go on?
Well, it's the trolley problem. There's no answer. There's no right or wrong answer to this problem.
Yeah, but we're asking for your answer.
I don't have an answer. I don't know.
Why not?
When would I ever be in this situation? Why would I have to have an answer to this problem?
Dakota, it's a hypothetical. It's a moral dilemma.
Moral dilemma, and that is true. And I don't know what I would pick.
You know what I would do? I would switch it to the side with the one best friend, and I would say there's a problem with the switch, and then you kill people to save people.
How do we go to the trolley? I brought up the trolley problem because I was just like, oh yeah, what if they kill 5 more people when they escape? Would you rather just kill them? But now we're just talking about moral dilemmas.
Right. Well, I think that's all we have time for this episode. Thank you, Dakota, and thank you, AJ, for joining.
This podcast is that Dakota has no correct opinions. Again, like I said.
Shush, okay? Well, he's not right.
Anyway, we should be back for episode 2 soon, and
who's gonna be in episode 2?
Yeah, there's going to be an episode 2.
Who's gonna be in episode 2?
Oh, I don't know yet.
Nice.
Do you want to be in it?
Sure.
Okay.
That's supposed
Maybe we'll just add Brady in next time.
Yeah, because he was supposed to be here.
Yeah, but he's not.
Brady would have just made fun of murderers the whole time. But yeah.
He
Ooh,
would.
innocent people do.
Yeah, we had a, with Brady. There was a good debate against Brooklyn. That was an interesting debate.
Oh, that was the only episode.
Like, do video games cause violence?
What?
What was that?
Those video games cause violence or something, right?
Oh yeah, that was one of them. And Brady, of course, said no.
What's your opinion, Callan? Just out of curiosity.
To keep it short, yes and no.
What? How's that? There's no yes.
There is a yes and no. Okay, let me explain. Let me explain real quick. So, yes, they do if the person is not in a good mental state. No, they do not if the person is in a good mental state.
Even if they're in a bad mental state.
If they're in a bad mental state, it'll cause violence.
There was a school shooter, and the last known video game that he played was Dance Dance Revolution.
Okay, everyone, we're officially banning Dance Dance Revolution. It is too violent.
Another topic, debate topic.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll get more into that later, because we have to kind of end this before it turns into like 5 hours long.
I mean, normal podcasts are like an hour and a half. But
we keep being our episodes to a max of 30 minutes, and then hopefully we can keep it around 20. But we're at like 27 minutes right now.
I'm like cut off the end where we like went on our rant about video games.
Sorry about that. Anyway,
you could just cut off the end where we talked about video games.
We could, but in case you didn't know, I uploaded a video 2021 in review, and it was about an hour and 20 minutes long, but it took over 12 hours to upload.
Oof.
I was waiting literally the whole day, and I kept having to charge my phone because I had to do it on my phone. I kept having to charge my phone, just keep it open. So I don't think we're gonna do hour and a half podcast episodes, just A, because of that. B,
Callan.
what?
Yes. This is the sacrifice you have to make.
I can't hear you.
Should probably wrap this up.
Yeah.
Okay. And moving on to hearing aids. All right.
What?
What'd you say?
I said moving on to hearing aids.
Can you repeat that one more time?
And then you both said what?
Oh, that's the joke. Anyway.
Yeah. Maybe I'll end with a joke. This might be taken down by YouTube because it's a cat joke.
Don't be like
it's the Mr. C.
No, don't be like him.
No. It's a cat joke. It's a cat joke. Mr. C doesn't tell cat jokes. Dakota, if you would like to leave, you can.
Oh my god, my best friend. We were on a call, and I was yelling at my rabbit, and she was like,
"You have a rabbit," and you were yelling at it.
Yeah, I was yelling at it because it was eating my stuff, and my best.
Stupid rabbit. Screw you.
When your rabbit dies, can you kill it and I can eat it? And I was like, girl.
When your rabbit dies, can you kill it?
Yeah, like when your rabbit's about to die.
How do you kill something after it died?
No, it was like when your rabbit's like about to die, can you kill it so I can eat it? And I was like,
what if you just ate it after it died of natural causes? Also, how would you know?
If my rabbit's about to die?
Yeah.
Do they like put up a sign? I'm about to.
They put up a sign. They just hold up a sign, like one of the signs.
To die. They're like old and on their deathbed.
They hold up a sign taped to a ruler stick, like a ruler, and it says, "I'm about to die." And just hold it up until they're dead.
Yep, 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, we were supposed to be over 5 minutes.
You should get to that.
Anyways, I'm gonna tell a cat joke real quick.
No.
It's not that bad.
Just do it.
Is it about
Don't worry
a dead
about
cat, or is it just like a live
Don't
cat?
worry about the footage. Just say
It is. Well, a cat joke. What do you think it's about? An alive cat, really? Who would make a joke about that?
What did the cat say when it got lit on fire? Is that the one?
No.
Is it better than one
How
cat?
do you? No. Here, I'll tell that one. I'll tell. How do you
Don't
make a
talk.
cat go
End
woof?
the episode.
Hang on. How do you make a cat go woof? Drench it in gas and light it on fire. Woof.
Whoa,
Yes.
that's so funny.
Are we gonna end the episode?
You're gonna
What?
piss off a lot of cat people.
I've been laying on
Oh,
the
that's
floor
okay. That's
for
okay.
like 14 minutes.
If they want to come on my
Oh, goodness.
podcast and debate me with that, I'll be more than welcome to have them on.
Yo, you wanna debate with my sister? She loves cats.
Yeah, anyone but your sister.
Why? What do you have against my sister?
I don't know, but anyone but your sister.
Bro, my life is gonna end before this podcast does.
AJ, it's only been 31 minutes.
31 minutes of my life wasted.
It's not a total waste.
No, it was not. We got some good stuff.
We did.
We were. I was very angry.
This isn't very good stuff. I think we just end the podcast.
Whoa. You know, if you want to be on again, AJ, you better watch what you're saying.
We were supposed to. I give up. I'm done. No, it's over.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming on the
Bye.
podcast. And it's a great first episode of season 2.
Yeah.
All right.